Our interpersonal behavior class, the main question is how interpersonal relationships are affected by social networking. We decided to go ahead and take a look and see what kind of influence alcohol plays in interpersonal relationships.
As of May 2013, 72% of U.S. adults use social networks. Background research has also suggested that people portray themselves accurately on their profiles. It's been suggested that consumption of alcohol can lead to a higher self-esteem, which then lowers self-control. These impulsive decisions, such as alcoholic paraphernalia on one's profile, can alter perceptions that others have.
Because of the background research that we collected, we decided to interview college students. So we created a survey, and it was active for 1 full week.
Most of our participants were females. Most of our participants were between the ages of 18 and 20. Most of our participants consumed 1 to 5 alcoholic beverages a week. Most of our participants did not regret texting while drinking. Most of our participants do not regret posting on social networks while drinking. Most of our participants' text messages were comprehensible while drinking. And finally, most of our participants had privacy settings on their Facebooks.
It consisted of 16 questions. 3 of those questions were open-ended. And here are some elaborations from individuals.
Please tell us your opinion and experience with Blackout Bobcat.
I don't have any personal experiences with it, but if I'm in a bad mood, I definitely look at it because it's more amusing than most other things. And I feel bad for the people that are on Blackout Bobcat because it can definitely ruin your reputation. And if other colleges or jobs even see that you are on that, it could definitely just ruin their view on you and ruin the job interview or school interview. So I'm just going to try and stay off it, but otherwise it's more of an amusing thing for the students than anything.
Well, I've never personally had an experience on Blackout Bobcat, but I follow it on Twitter, and it's really funny, it's entertaining, but I can see it being offensive to some.
I think funny. There are pictures on there that are really funny, but I also think that sometimes they are just a little inappropriate, or they're just showing ways that college students are a little ridiculous, but at the same time it's also it's funny to look at them, but yeah.
Remember the first time I saw it was with a couple of friends because they wanted to show me a picture of one of their friends downtown, and it's very entertaining at first, but since I don't drink, as you see more and more people in this state, you kind of find it kind of sad in a little, because everybody's like, oh, drinking's fun, let's go downtown drink, but then you see people turn out like this and you're just like, it's probably not a good idea, let's stay inside and watch a movie or a Disney flick.
I do not know what that is because I don't have a Twitter, so I don't have an opinion on it.
What are the privacy settings that you have on your Facebook or Twitter?
I only let my friends see anything I post or anything I put on Facebook. I don't allow public settings because I just feel like I don't want other people to read my information. And once something gets out, obviously if it's on Facebook, it's already out on the World Wide Web, but I rather have a little bit of control over who can see it right away and what's happening in my life.
Twitter, I have restricted so that people have to request to follow me, and on Facebook, I have all my posts and pictures blocked to only friends.
Yes, I have privacy setting on my Facebook, and it's only my friends can see it just because I don't want other people that don't know me to see what I'm doing.
I only allow friends to look at stuff on my profile, and if anybody wants to see my profile, they have to friend me first. The only thing they can see is my profile picture. And if anybody wants to tag me in anything, they have to get my approval first. I have to say it's okay to show up on Facebook, or on my Facebook at least. So, yeah.
Why don't you put privacy settings on your Facebook or Twitter?
Because I don't have a Twitter, but on Facebook, I'm very expressive, so, when people look me up, because my name is kind of Pacific, so it's not going to be you find Bob and there's a million Bobs. But when you see my name, I want you to get, a glimpse of the type of person I am. So I have a lot of art stuff on there, a lot of comic book stuff, a lot of nerdy stuff, you know. So I want you to know specifically that that's me personally, so that's why I don't put privacy settings. But then again, I don't put like my address and stuff on there either. But
No, this is an example of blackout bobcat.
I think
And
that's
then you can just swipe over and over and look at more.
Are these two guys?
It looks like it. So good.
Since all of the participants in our survey were students, as a group we decided to interview a professional. We decided to interview a professor on campus to get a different perspective. Based on your professional opinion, what do you think the implications or damages are from having your picture posted on social media?
So I'll skip over the more immediate damages and implications of, embarrassment and reputation issues among your peers, because from a professional perspective, I can envision if I want to work with a student, or if a particular student has applied to get a job at my place of employment, one of the first things you can do to see what kind of person this person really is go to their social media outlets. So the things that people put on Facebook are quite important when they're trying to leave the undergraduate world. And because you get to tightly control anything that you put on an employment application, for example. But you are less likely to tightly control what you put on your social outlets, and that can be informative to employers for good or bad. Whether that's appropriate or not to do, people can do that if you have that information available to everyone. Another thing that students don't think about, that's outside of my personal purview, but once you put images of yourself, once you put any information about yourself into the nebulous internet, it is not your property anymore for the most part. And so law enforcement can get their hands on things that you might have done that are illegal if you have pictures of them up on the internet. And students in college are still learning the skill of projecting themselves into the future. And so it's difficult to foresee these negative consequences years down the road. But it's important to consider them and at least try to limit the damage that can be done by things like not getting yourself in those situations in the first place. But outside of that, limiting who has access, easy access to your social media, your friends, and maybe your friends of friends. So.
Take-home message to all social networking users: be mindful of the content that you're putting online.